Assalamu alaikum. You ask yourself a simple question. Are you happy? Because the natural state of a human being should be happiness. That's how we were created. That's what normal actually means for a human soul. But we oppress ourselves. We create our own misery with the thoughts we think, a lot of them unconscious. These thoughts create an emotional atmosphere we get used to, and we start calling that reality without noticing that it isn't natural at all. When you start paying attention to your inner weather, you begin to see something uncomfortable. You're almost never not oppressing yourself. And the main form of this oppression is resistance. The Qur'an tells us that humans were created for worship. And if you look at animals, they're content when they're doing what they were created to do. Humans are no exception. When we live according to our nature, we feel well. When we live against it, we suffer. It's very simple. For example, your body was made to move, not to be sedentary. If you stop moving, your body decays, and your mind and emotions follow. The Quran tells us that the soul was made to worship, and a soul that doesn't worship cannot be at peace. And worship isn't only prayer or salat. It is mainly surrender. Islam means surrender. And from the same root comes the word salam, peace. There's your teaching. No surrender, no peace. Whenever we resist, we suffer. If you feel unhappy, there is resistance somewhere. The problem is that most resistances are unconscious. We don't see them because they've always been there. This is why awareness is essential. Meditation, self-observation, whatever you call it, is about catching what is normally invisible. The conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg. The rest, the bigger part, is unconscious. Spiritual work is making what is unconscious conscious. Not in theory, but in real time. Where am I saying no? What am I fighting? What am I refusing? Seeing it is already after work, because once you see the resistance, you can do something about it. The work is always the same. Transform resistance into submission. Every moment is another phrasing of that first question Allah asked all souls, "Am I not your Lord?" And every moment you have one correct answer, yes. When you say no to life, when you argue with your past, fear your future, or dislike your present, you are resisting the will of Allah, because nothing exists without His will. So when I ask you, look inside and notice your state, it's an invitation to catch the no in you and turn it into yes, again and again, as soon as you see it, as soon as it appears. By doing this repeatedly, the power of the nafs weakens. The ego is made out of these resistances, and when they fall away, what remains is your original condition, peaceful, aligned, and actually happy. And this ego, made out of resistance, is a veil between us and reality. Without that veil, we would see things as they are. And if we saw reality as it is, our natural response would arise immediately, and it would be gratitude. Not forced, not manufactured, just a spontaneous reaction of a clear heart in front of its creator. If we were not veiled, every moment of human experience would pull gratitude out of us effortlessly. You can see this in the Awliyā, the friends of Allah. Look at the saints. The first thing you notice about them is gratitude. Obvious, overflowing gratitude. Why? Because they see clearly. They see reality without the distortions produced by resistance, judgment, and criticism. We, on the other hand, look through a thick veil and convince ourselves that we are lacking, when actually our lives are overflowing with blessings. Once I saw someone ask a highly realized Zen master a question about miracles. He said, "You want to see a miracle?" He turned to his attendant and said, "Stand up." His attendant stood up instantly. Then the master said, "This is a miracle." For him, the veil was gone. He saw clearly. He recognized the miracle we're standing inside right now. And it's important to understand this. It's normal to not feel constantly happy. We're all in that situation. Only the Awliyā, those who see reality without distortion, have dropped all resistances. We're walking towards that. Some may reach it, some may not. That is in the hands of Allah. He is the one who opens, but doing the work is our responsibility. We have to walk. He is the one who opens the doors of realizations, but we are the ones who must knock. Assalamu alaikum.